Hey everybody, it's Streamline Steamroller. So as you can see, we got another project here. This here is a Heathkit IO-12 oscilloscope. Now, why did you get another oscilloscope? Well, this one here, I mean, it's giant and doesn't work all that well, but that could be because I don't have a probe. But it's good to have backups because this one's much older and has a lot of leaky caps in it. But anywho, so yeah, I picked this up at an antique store up in Wrightwood, California, for 20 bucks, untested. So, and I thought it looked like, a nice unit, This was made between 62 and 68. It is a vacuum tube type model. But anywho, so we'll go ahead and open this up and see if we can get this thing working. I'm not sure if this is just going to be an overview, if I need to get parts, or if we'll go ahead and fix it in this one video. So, I'll be right back after we open this thing up. Okay, well, we're in, and, given it just a look over this thing looks like it's seen very, very minimal use, and it's been in a very clean environment. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. It's a little dusty, but that's not bad. I'm almost wanting just to plug it in right about now, but here we'll go ahead and clean up all these controls here. See a couple of electrolytics, like here. Here's a big can. Is this socketed? No. There's another one there. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, there's some of these capacitors. These actually don't go bad as much as the wax ones do. And the little Admiral here, I'm still trying to get this thing working. I tested a couple of these things, and they tested okay. Let's see, we have a fusible resistor there. Got a couple of tubes. Pretty dusty. You can see the CRT here. Look at that. Just a bullet. Yeah, a little dusty. Might want to just go ahead and blow it off. But anywho, so I guess we'll go ahead and clean up all these controls. Where's my contact cleaning spray? Here it is. And in case you don't know how to do it, you get some of this stuff. Contact cleaning spray. Just go ahead and spray it in the opening. Like that. That was a little bit much. And just go ahead and move this thing around. And that'll clean it right up. Anywho, so we're going to do that to all of the controls, and you can see we have quite a few to do. I'll also clean off the screen, clean off some other things, and then I think we might be ready for a test. Anywho, so I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. I cleaned up every potentiometer, every rotary switch that's on the front here. I cleaned a little bit of the dust out. I also cleaned out the screen a little. And the more I look at this thing, I'm thinking it's mint. I mean, just look at the tubes. There are like no hours on the tubes. Look at the CRT. There's like no hours on this thing. I mean, it's almost practically brand new. I mean, look at everything. It's almost new. Oh, I'm dropping things. But anywho, so I think we might be ready for a test. It kind of pains me almost to plug this thing in, because I mean, this thing is, as I said, nearly mint. It might have not even an hour on it, and this thing is just mint. The case looks like just needs a little bit of work, but I mean, the rest of it, insides are just mint. Just look at the tubes. They're like no hours on them. Alright, I blabbered on enough. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in. Power it up with a Variac. Anywho, so I'll be right back. Look at my little fan. Okay, we're plugged into the Variac. We're going to turn this thing on. We're going to bring it up slowly. All right, 12 volts. 24. 36. 48. 60. Oh, we got some light. Let's see. 60 volts. 72. Nothing yet. 84. 96. And this thing has a fuse in it, by the way, so if something does decide to short on us, it'll blow that. Okay, we're getting some tubes lighting up. Turn this thing off. See some of the tubes. That looks like a rectifier tube. 6J6. No, that's not, I don't think that's a rectifier. I don't know offhand. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it up. 108. We're almost at line voltage. That light is just bright. Nothing on the screen yet. The rest of the tubes are starting to light up. Okay, and we're at 120. Back of the CRT looks like it's lighting up too. Wow. Getting a trace? Not yet. Let's give it a minute to warm up. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a little something on there. There we go. Now, there's nothing going into it, so there we go. Okay, so it looks like it's working. Let me see if I can go ahead and bring this into, there we go. We just got one cycle. That's all we need. Alright, so I think it... oop. Now I gotta readjust that knob. Okay. Okay, looks like it's doing okay. Whoops, you guys can't see. Let me see. Horizontal input. Still not 100% sure how to use an oscilloscope. Not 100%. Okay, but it looks like this thing is working. At least from what I can test right now. You know what, let me go get the cord. We'll go ahead and play some audio into it, see what it does. Be right back. Okay, so we got a sine wave on here, just plugged into my phone here. Let's see. What else we got? Got a square wave. Ooh. Again, I have no probe, so I'm just using a pair of cut-up earbuds. Sawtooth. See, we have a little bit of error right there. Okay, and a triangle wave. That looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and get some audio on this thing. See what we can get. Okay, so we're going to play the Super Mario's theme song in here. Now again, I don't have another speaker hooked up to the other channel, so you can't really hear what it's like. Now somebody was telling me, I was commented on a video that it was an 8-bit song, well, a chiptune song, which is 8-bit. But, and some people were wondering, is this 8-bit or 16-bit? I said, well, I'll plug it in my oscilloscope and I'll see what happens. And I was saying, and somebody, very rudely, in fact, said, well, you know, it goes through all the voices go through a mixer and you can't tell on an oscilloscope. I said, look, you look for the different waveforms, so you can clearly see it sometimes. There's a triangle wave, or a noise, or square wave, which gives 8-bit its sound. But he kept saying, no, you can't do that, you can't do that, it goes through a mixer and you can't tell. Look right here. If you're watching this, look. See? Now, you were half right, though. When there's two voices playing at once, it's a little hard to tell, but for the most part, sometimes look, clearly see. See? Mario Brothers theme song right there, 8-bit. Get the tubes all lit up. Look at that, original capacitor. Ooh, the people on the antique radio forums are really going to hate me now. Big old power transformer. I mean, if something does go, which is unlikely, I mean, some stuff could go, but unlikely. Very low hour. I mean, it's got a fuse in it, so it's okay. Let's try another song on here. Another 8-bit song. Ooh, we just ran out. Oh, no we didn't. Okay, now we have another song. This is the theme song from Mule on the Commodore 64. We want a little bit more gain on here. Oh, no, that's his. Now, if I could separate all the waves, it'd be a little easier to see, but you can see there are some waveforms in there. Alright, now let me show you what a regular song looks like on here. Okay, so this here is Crosby, Stills and Nash, Horses Through a Rainstorm. It's actually a good song, but this is what a normal song looks like. Note how you can't see a well-defined waveform at any time. Yeah, I forgot what the YouTube user's name was. I forgot his YouTube user, but I just proved it to you. Now stop pissing me off. I'm sorry, but just stop. Anywho, so this here is the 1962 to 1968 near mint Heathkit IO-12 oscilloscope. Here's the case for it. I'm too lazy to put it on in this video, but it'll be back on it. Anywho, so I'm Streamline Steamroller. I'll see you in my next video. Y'all have a good day. Okay, well I lied. It's not goodbye yet. Here it is all put back together and up in its semi-permanent space. I don't know if I like it hanging this far over, but it looks okay there, and there's enough on the back of it right now. But I don't know if I feel comfortable. Maybe I'll strap it up, but I really don't have anywhere else to put it. Anywho, so as I mentioned earlier, somebody very rudely told me you can't determine if a song is 8-bit or not on an oscilloscope. Well, here's that song, and I'm going to prove him wrong. Hey, that rhymed. Look at the waves. I'm not getting enough vertical gain. You can see it's a little fuzzy here, but you can see waveforms, and here it goes so fuzzy you can't. But at times, when there's only one voice playing, see? You can see certain waveforms. Let's go ahead and skip ahead a little bit in the video. This part, not really. But at times you can see a perfect wave. There we go. As I said, you can determine if it's 8-bit or not via the waves. If you're wondering, if your ears are kind of disbelieving you, well, deceiving you, my bad. Look, you can see the wave. See? Perfect. Perfect wave right there. Well, anywho, so this is real goodbye. Anywho, I'm Streamline Steamroller. I'll see you in my next video. Y'all have a good day.